this week we are going to be with your children in worship at the sanctuary at 9:30 for Palm Sunday. Our story actually coincides with this event, and this Sunday we have a special performance of our video that the children have worked so hard to make for Palm Sunday. So make sure you watch here, and you also look online on Sunday after worship for that video. This week our scripture lesson is Mark 11, 1 through 11, and like I said, it's the story of the triumphant entry into Jerusalem. Jesus makes this preparatory situation, and Mark is often very abbreviated in his telling of stories. So this one is long and detailed, which is different from Mark. So it means that it's important. Mark tells this story of where exactly they are when they're going into Jerusalem. They enter through a country or a town called Bethpage and Bethany. And this is a suburb of Jerusalem. If you were wealthy, you would have been inside of the walls of Jerusalem. And this happens outside. So the story around what happens is important to remember that this is a poor community. Jesus tells the disciples to go and find a colt, and if they ask why it is that they're taking the colt, to tell them that the Lord needs it, and they will be coming immediately. So the reason that it's important to think about this community as being poor is this is a young animal. It's something that they can use for their livelihood, and yet when they hear those words, it's actually a prophecy or a remembrance of Scripture in Zechariah 9, verse 9, that says that the Lord will enter, the Messiah will come on the back of a colt. They hear this and say, okay, I need that animal, but you can use it for that reason. When they go, they take this and enter into Jerusalem, Jesus on the back of a colt, which is important for us to remember because a colt is a peaceful animal. If he had come on the back of a horse, it would have made him more of a warlike figure, which is not what Jesus was about. He comes in and people start waving palms. We're going to see this on Sunday with our children. And it's this celebratory time. What we take away from this story is there's a lot that happens this next week in terms of Palm Sunday to Easter. The disciples surely couldn't imagine, if this is the kind of reception that Jesus received, how it was that he would then be sentenced to the cross. He keeps telling them this, and it's so hard for them to hear. It would be hard for us to hear also. The celebration that we will have on Sunday is just the beginning. So I invite you this week, as you think about this scripture and as you contemplate your schedule this next week, to try and come to our services, hear the rest of the story. There's a lot in between Palm Sunday and Easter, and as part of a Christian community, we hope you will join us in that remembrance. We'll see you on Sunday.